Well, hello and welcome to Everything You've Learned About Dating and Relationships is Wrong. My name is Jonathan Asley, and I'm a personal development coach specializing in dating and relationships for people in midlife. And if you want to know what midlife is, it's after baby making years and before retirement. So our topic today, why online dating has gone downhill. Let me tell you where this came about. It was a post that I shared on my personal Facebook page, and I'd like to read it to you. So I'm going to have to put on my glasses, so bear with me for a second. So the post said, why I'm giving up on online dating. If you've known me for a while, you know I've been a huge advocate for online dating. The basic reason is because the virtual world allows one access to people they may not otherwise meet organically. With a sea of people living all around us, meeting a complete stranger at the coffee shop or bumping carts at the grocery store seems almost impossible these days, especially since most folks have their head down, gazing on or loving on their smartphones, myself included. It's funny because at the condo complex I live at, there are hundreds of people who live within 500 feet of me, and I hardly know any of them. Plus, since I work from home, the ease of connection from an online platform just seems to make sense. And even though almost half of people who are entering into new relationships these days for the over 45 crowd, they're meeting online, and yet I've lost hope. The reason is the barrier to entry is so low. That's right, the barrier to entry is so low given that most dating sites are free without any hoops to jump through to pre-qualify oneself. The effort both men and women make in the online world is so pathetic, I find it shocking that the number is 50% are meeting in this way. From crappy pictures to essays written by a fourth grader, the swipe culture has ruined meeting potential mates, which is why I'm beginning to think it's a conspiracy to keep people single, because loneliness now accounts for more mental health problems, which is making pharmaceutical companies rich. And let's not forget all the scam artists that prey on weak people. Wow, I can't believe I said that to you all. I never thought I'd say this. The world is filled with pitiful people. Look, I get it's a judgment, so please allow me this rant. And for the women who are listening to this thinking, he's so right, men are lame, I just have to say it's a two-way street, because women are equally guilty of pathetic effort using the online medium. Now you might be wondering, Jonathan, why all this distress? It's because attraction-based dating requires no effort to determine one's relationship readiness. With the millions of folks who have posted pics on an app, there's virtually no way to determine if they're emotionally healthy or even have the skill set to be in a happy relationship leading to partnership. Okay, look, I could go on and on and on, but here's the bottom line. I'm ready to say yes to an old-fashioned way of meeting people. I'm saying yes to getting out of my home and saying yes to more events in my area. And let me add, these are events loaded with women. It's funny because recently I watched a Jim Carrey movie called The Yes Man. And he had to say yes to everything or his life would turn into chaos. And much like Jim, I'm saying yes to more things in my local community. From a speed dating event that I went to in Marina Del Rey, where I met a lot of cool women, to a holistic Chamber of Commerce meeting. And this week I'm going to an e-women's network event. Just saying yes to new things, not for the intent of dating, but for the purpose of experiencing life. The virtual world can close a person off to humanity. And even though meeting organically still might be attraction-based, I'll be meeting real people who are flesh and blood. Energy speaks volumes. And I want to feel the presence of a person and not the cold, stark screen afforded in the online world. Let me end by saying I'm not ditching dating apps completely because there's still success happening for so many. I'm just saying yes to life. Who's with me? All right, I know a lot of you have already said, Jonathan, why is it taking you so long to get here? Look, I still believe online dating is a great way to meet people you wouldn't otherwise meet in your regular life. The sad thing is people these days are treating one another so disposably. Is it disposable? Yeah, disposable. And the effort put by both men and women equally is so sad And frankly, most of them are not really relationship ready. That's the really big issue, is someone's relationship readiness. Sure, people might want to be in a relationship, but are they capable enough to be in a healthy, happy relationship? So whether you're meeting, in the organic way or not, you're still dealing with the same problem that people aren't really good at being in relationship, let alone most people aren't really good at the dating process. This is one of the reasons why I became a coach, to help people learn their real relationship readiness and how to determine someone else's relationship readiness before you fall madly in love with a person that you're going to end up breaking up with at the end of the day. But there is something to said to get out in your community, to get out in flesh and blood. Because truthfully, the best relationships are where two people can spend lots of time together, doing shared activities, doing hobbies and mutual interests. The virtual world has us reaching out to people that live so far away. And God forbid you connect with someone from another state or hundreds or thousands of miles away. It's going to be really, you can have great instant chemistry and live in a bubble, but those relationships don't typically go the test of time, because they're not nurturing the most important facet of a relationship, and that's shared values, blending lives, and being with an emotional grown-up. And this is what I see the problem today. And I know a lot of you thinking, oh wait, I'm emotionally grown up, I know how to be in a healthy relationship. I can tell you a lot of those who think that way, nope, ain't true. You might believe it, but ain't true. It takes a Herculean amount of effort to divest yourself from your ego and really step into a place of love. Okay, I could go on and on. Look, online dating, it's a portal, it's a spoke in the wheel. And it just happens to be an effective one for a large percentage of the population. And I can also get how frustrating, how cold, how stark, how void of humanity it can be, which is why it's hugely important, at least my suggestion or invitation to you, is have a healthy life outside of the virtual world. And not for the purpose of dating. Do fun things because you want to do them. Get out of the house, especially for us midlife folks. Start traveling, start going on, like I'm going on a tour later on this year to Spain. I don't know any of the people, well, I know a few people on it, but I won't know virtually most everyone, and yet I'm going to do it. And that's my invitation to you. Let's get out of our screens and get out into the world. And if you don't know how to flirt or anything like that, that's okay, because all you have to be is your genuine self. That's all you have to be. You don't need to learn tricks and tips and all this kind of stuff. Just be yourself. Let your organic, natural self show, because that's the person they're going to fall in love with. All right, I'm sure there's going to be some comments. Feel free to post right here. Type your questions. Let's get a conversation going. If you find value in this and you'd like to learn more, then sign up. Go to my website, jonathanasley.com. I have a great program called Midlife Love Mastery. It's a monthly program where I interact with, through a Facebook group just like this on a regular basis. And we do a monthly call where it's group interactive. You can get on with me. And if you'd like to talk to me about personal coaching, reach out. Let's get on the phone. I'll send you a questionnaire to fill out. We can have a nice chat and see if you're relationship ready. And I'll teach you how to determine if the other person at the other end of the table when you go on a date is also relationship ready. As always, I want to send you off with a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug. Wishing you a super duper wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.